Yes, this is me, Hudson George, again this evening. I'm doing a live, man. My topic today is Toronto Carnival. Originally was CARIBANA. People still call it CARIBANA, even though the name changed. It's an evolution. Changes that is taking place in Toronto Carnival, better known as CARIBANA, is an evolution. It's not a revolution. Now, I was in Caribbean in the carnival yesterday. Toronto Carnival, or CARIBANA, or Caribbean Carnival, or you want to call it. Now, it's Caribbean Carnival. It's CARIBANA. I was in the carnival yesterday, and based on what I saw as an older adult, the festival has evolved, but it's not a revolution. It become more multicultural beyond what I would say traditionally Caribbean countries that have a national carnival. In the celebration, I see all different type of people. People from Asia, Africa, Caribbean, Canadian whites, everybody. So it becoming very multicultural. And for the time I living in Canada here, I came here in 1983. There is an increase in a lot of Jamaicans are playing Carnival now too. In the 1980s, you didn't used to see too many Jamaican flags in the Carnival. So I guess the younger generation of Caribbean people, they're more integrated. So you can say Carnival celebration is overwhelming, dominated by Trinidad culture, and then you have the Grenadians and the Barbadians and the Antiguans and all the islands that play Carnival. Or Dominicans and St. Lucians. Because Dominica used to have a very popular band in the Caribbean called Steady Vibes. I think they're from a place in Dominica called Wesley. And the band was like a family band. Very good music. Then I remember when I now come to Canada, there was a Bahamian band in Carnival. I even knew the Bahamian band leader, because I used to visit Castri's barber shop and play draft with some old men. Most of them dead now. Old guys. They die out. You don't have nobody to play the draft with again. So I know the Bahamian band leader used to come in that barber shop. He used to bring a kind of John Canoe band. And there used to be a Ghana masquerade band too in the Caribbean. So you had one African band from Ghana. But maybe that generation, they must get elder, they don't play again. I don't see the Bahamian band again. And here there I used to see a Vinci traditional mass. But like one to look like a John Canoe. Similar to the St. Kitts used to be there. So now, what I observe with the Carnival now, the Trinidadians are still the dominant force. And then you have the Grenadian, the Barbadian, the Vincentian, St. Lucian, Dominican, but there is an increase of Jamaicans into the Carnival. Because the younger generation of Jamaican are more integrated, or the children of the Jamaican immigrants are more integrated into the Carnival culture, because most of them born here. Or some of them could be of Jamaican parentage and other islanders parentage based on the flag I see they flying. Because I could remember last year I met two girls, nice looking girls, and they had two, each of them have two flags. One have a Grenadian flag and a Jamaican flag. The next one have a Grenadian flag and a Jamaican flag. But I could see the looks on the face. They are sisters. And I asked them and they said, we represent in Grenada and Jamaica. I even see, but this year I saw young people that is Dominican and Jamaican, Haitians and Jamaican, Haitian and Barbadian, and Haitians. See, more and more seeing more Haitians now. There's an increase in Haitians. And people are more, this generation don't care about which island they're from, even though they represent. They don't have this selfish national pride as those Caribbean people that were older than me, who don't come to CARIBANA no more. Before you could see this island pride, everybody want to feel my island more dominant. So the evolution of the Toronto Carnival, I think CARIBANA is going to come like Notting Hill Carnival in Britain. I think Notting Hill, and there is another place in Britain that has play Carnival. I think it's Brixton. Toronto Carnival is heading for that, or the CARIBANA. Because you will be Caribbean people still, but you go see other people, white people, East Indian people. I'm not talking about East Indian Caribbeans, because the East Indian Caribbeans are always there. Africans, everybody. I even see East African from the Horn of Africa. They come to, everybody. I even see Muslim people there. But then what I observe again in the carnival, from last year to this year, I don't see a lot of people in the 40s and middle 40s and 50s playing carnival again, in costume band. You see a younger generation from in the 30s and down, 30s and to teenage years. And, well, liberalism, people more naked now than before. Well, anyway, the carnival was peaceful. I got there just to observe. I didn't take out no photos or nothing. I just go to observe. Because me as a man, I like to follow society and how things changes and how it evolves, And the soca music they're playing, I heard a lot of old soca songs that become anthems still playing from all the different islands, popular soca songs. And before I enter the carnival area, I was coming on Dufferin Street, south of King Street. Before you enter the exhibition stadium, there was a bit of Jamaican influence there with the cooking up the food, and I heard some reggae. Then there was some hip-hop people on the other side playing some hip-hop rap when I was entering. Then the reggae DJ switched to some old-time calypso, what he or she loves. I don't know if the DJ is a man or a woman, whoever was DJ, if it's a male or a female. I didn't see the DJ, but most likely it was, let's say it was more men DJ, so maybe the DJ is a man. So, because I didn't see the DJ in person. Well, anyway, they were playing music openly, the DJ. Most likely, most DJs are men, so I didn't see the DJ. So I would say all the DJs are men. So, then different food, people eating all the Caribbean food. So, It's more inclusive now, I will say. You know, people more melt into the culture of a melting pot. Caribbean culture still dominant, but there's elements of Canadian, Southeast Asia, South Asians, everybody, a melting pot. So it's an evolution, man. And I think there's a less amount of islandism is not too dominant. Because I remember once I used to have a banner mass and I used to get pressure from a bandman from Trinidad. One particular masquerade man used to give me a hard time, you know. Well, anyway, but otherwise, as a Grenadian Trinis, they embraced me when I used to play. I used to have a Shatney band mass. But why I did make the band, I was trying to save the Grenadian culture from being hijacked by other people. Because I know that Shatney mass is a Grenadian culture. So I had a band for years. So, which was very good, save the culture. Two things I did. I make sure, let the world see the Shatney mass was Grenada. And one time a chemist from Antigua, doctor in chemistry, asked me to bring Bob Andy to Canada for him, for big money. And I say, no, abandon meet Bob Andy in Grenada. And won't go in Grenada and trade in Bob Andy. The old man drinking that all the time. And he good for rheumatism. I didn't take the money. And he said he used to get from St. Vincent, but the one from St. Vincent was not strong like Grenada Bob Andy. Somebody did give him some Bob Andy from Grenada and he said it was yielding more. Refused. But me and that doctor still remain friends till he died. Dr. Turner. So the late Dr. Turner. So anyway, as I played the Shatney to save the culture. And after I played the Shatney, a Grenadian in Montreal who was the banker make a band. Gemma Bain Romain from my Gemma Bain Raybone from my parish. Or Gemma Raybone Bain. I think she was a banker. Or what she was. Well, anyway, she had a band, and the Grenadian people, they give her a prize for having a Shatney band. Even though I was the first Grenadian record a band of Shatney. They do like that didn't exist. But the record is, me is the first Grenadian in CARIBANA ever register a band of mass. They can't take it out. So anyway, going back to the Carnival now. It's changing. I can't stop change. Change is constant. And all I'm saying is, Toronto Carnival is becoming a melting pot. It will come like Brixton Carnival or Notting Hill Carnival. Very inclusive. Caribbean, Canadians of Caribbean parentage what born here go continue the tradition without this rivalry, or I would say islandism bullshit that some Caribbean people have. And then I expect the carnival going to get more nude. Nuda is a Grenadian word I'm making. Nudity is getting more relevant because about over 2 months ago, I was downtown Toronto and I saw a set of people riding bicycle, and they were nude in the birthday suit. And there was one black guy in the one black man in that banner, in that group of nude people with a dreadlocks. And the rest were men and women, and they say they were celebrating some nude things. I don't know what it was. It was only them as a group. They could have been like 100 people. So I don't know, as people get more liberal, this is Canada, our new liberal society. And as the younger generation getting wearing less and less clothes, Carnival will become more nudity, but less islandism is going to be showing up. Because the younger generation don't care whether them is Trini, them is Jamaican, Grenadian, Vinci, Antiguan, Bahamian. They don't care. Lucian, Barbadian, St. Kittishan, Nivishan. They don't really care. So there is pros and cons in the change and the increase in more Jamaican playing mass. In the beginning, when I know came here, you used to see most Jamaican playing Caribana. I don't know why, but now it's changing. So there is a positive side to it. But I just giving a little synopsis on what I see. And it was peaceful. There was no violence, no nothing. Nice festival, So changes is constant, and as a older adult, I just got to watch, look and reminiscence of the past, how it was with the present. Anyway, I can't stop change. Change is constant. And also, the soca music, maybe because it's a happy music, and the Afrobeat kind of have an influence nowadays too. Always a happy music, so. And the ladies kind of almost naked, so there is no violence. So the Caribana or the Caribbean Carnival or the Toronto Carnival, or you want to call it, was good, But what I find too, people eating more food. There are a lot of sellers and people eating. A lot of food sold than in the past. I think less food. More food now. More food. No violence. Oh, and everybody was happy. Because soca music is happy music. Afrobeat is happy music too. So it was nice. Anyway, this is me, Hudson Georgia Igonian. Until I come again.